Bonnie Raitt, you are adorable. How does it feel, Lifetime Achievement Award winner?
Well, to get it from my peers in this organization that has literally given me so much wonderful support over the years, it was unexpected, and I'm delighted that I can do it while I'm still working. You know, where I'm not like retired and comatose. It's a great sign of validation, and, you know, I'm very grateful.
Well, I mean, you have certainly had your Grammy moments, you
Yes,
know?
I have.
And how did winning a Grammy, your first Grammy, do you remember that? And do you remember what it meant to your career?
Absolutely, because it wasn't just one. I won 4 in one night. And, you know, my record, Nick of Time, 30 years ago, had already sold 1 million copies by the time I got nominated, so I was already happy. And then I won a duet with John Lee Hooker that afternoon. That was fantastic, and that's all the one I was expecting. And then to win 2 vocal awards, and pop and rock, and then also album of the year was life-changing. You know, I got to pay my band better. I got to help my organizations that give back that I'm so involved with, and have a little financial security and move to where I wanted to live. It was life-changing.
Now, we saw you out there with Joni Mitchell.
Yeah.
That was like the most adorable pairing ever.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, she's a hero of mine. Even though we're friends, I'm still, you know, it's great.
Talk about seeing Joni come back from, you know, she was so sick, and she came back, and when she came back, she seems to have come back with like more passion for everything in her life. Is that a fair assessment?
Well, I didn't know her right before she was had the aneurysm, so I don't know what she was like at that point. I hadn't seen her in a while. But for Brandi Carlile to organize these salon house parties, and I got to be lucky enough to come to a few of them, and watch how she just carefully led her back into being more comfortable speaking and singing. I mean, how could anybody that comes back from a serious illness like that and is so grateful? And that's where Joni's having the time of her life right now. And so I'm grateful to Brandi Carlile.
So are you all talking about maybe doing, I don't know, like an album together, or duets, or?
I don't know. I mean, nothing's off the table, I guess. But I'm just out on the road myself for the rest of the year. So after 2.5 years of not touring, I'm really glad to play for my fans again. And then who knows, maybe there'll be a little special album that we can all contribute to for Joni.
Yeah. What's really nice is seeing Joni get her due lately.
Oh, yeah. Well, and then she won Album of the Year, you know, the tribute album several years ago. But the Music Cares thing and the Kennedy Center Honors is wonderful, wonderful. Mm-hmm. It's like this lifetime achievement to be able to appreciate it and not, you know, in a nursing home is wonderful. Yeah.
Now, you've been so great and so candid about how, you know, it's hard to get older in this business, and it's especially hard if you're a woman, but you seem to be, you know, kind of...
I don't think it's harder. I mean, if you're in jazz and folk and blues and classical and world music, you're in like Flynn. Nobody cares about what your age is. You just get richer, and I don't mean financially. You get more experienced and more interesting, and your voice changes maybe, but it's got a different tone to it. I mean, I look at Tony Bennett, I look at Willie Nelson, I look at B.B. King, and my dad toured till he was in his mid-80s. You know, these are my heroes, and all the women as well, you know. Maybe if you were a dance Spice Girl, but I have no doubt that they're going to be rocking it when they're 65 and 70 years old, too. So I think times have changed, and ages, it may have something to do with who gets to be an anchor on TV and who gets their own primetime TV show, but there's always place in music, especially on our end of the Americana roots part, for people to grow older with age and respect.
I kind of love
with age and respect, with more respect and, yeah, facility, except when I mess up with the words, just like I did.
Now, when you come to a Grammy event, you know, you're rubbing shoulders with people of all, you know, genres and all generations. What's been the most exciting for you at this Grammys?
Well, for me to be able to reunite with Joni again was fantastic, and have her well enough to walk to the podium and present, and know that I was on tour, so I couldn't come to Friday night's show, but I heard it was fantastic at Music Cares. So for me, sitting with Chris Stapleton and talking to all the different younger artists that have come over, and, you know, Maren Morris and Kelsey Ballerina that have come up and said how much they appreciate my music, that's a really fun thing for me. And then just as a fan, you know, Silk Sonic and Jay Blevins, and, you know, just the performance has been incredible the whole night. Billie Eilish, you know. I'm a music fan, you know.
It sounds like it. Well, congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you so
Lifetime
much.
Achievement Award winner, Bonnie Raitt.
Thank you so much for having me. Here's to another 20 years.
Thanks, Bonnie. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Nice to see you too. Say hi to Dirk if you talk to him.
I will. See him.